Hello everyone, this is Ben85. Welcome back to another episode of Surviving Minecraft. In fact, today is episode 30. And we have finally gotten to the point where we are going to upgrade up to Tier 4 processing from Mekanism. As you can see, some of my machines are missing. My giant water tank is missing. I have gotten rid of the lag that I had. Still not sure if I want that connected, but I can change it pretty quickly. The lag in here is nowhere near what it was. Obviously, you guys are seeing up in the top left corner the FPS is locked in at roughly 30, because that's what I do is I lock it at 30 frames per second for recording. But if I'm not recording, it was between 30 and 50 frames per second in here, and I could get more than that out in the world. I now can get almost 100 frames per second pretty regularly, unless I'm moving around a lot, so it's a lot better. So this right here is the old setup that we had over there. Expanded a little bit. I have 4 of these gas tanks running, and what it basically does is it's going into the top here and feeding all 4 of them from the sides here. And then remember how you had to set the little red dot for the output, so it all gets outputted to there. And you can see I've got these really nice covers. I finally started using the microblocks covers for more stuff here. You can see Mekanism stuff is compatible with it. So the power line runs under here, comes out over here, and then I have pressure lines over here. My brine tank is full. I'm using thermal expansion tanks for it, and for some reason I found that it works if you don't have the output set. I don't know, at least for the brine tank here it works better if I don't have the output set. Otherwise it was not working, because if I set it to here, you'll see it drains out of there, but if I set it back, it fills the tank. I don't know, I'm not going to complain because it is working. See, this is full, it is producing. We can't see anything here, although I guess there's a little bit in here. But you'll see that these guys are all going up steadily, and this one and I think that one were the originals, so they're almost full, whereas this guy and this guy were added in and they're not doing too bad. But I've been doing a lot of thinking here, and 30 episodes is a lot of episodes without having a companion. And if you remember from my last series, I mean, we had a companion of our own for a little while, and of course we had our dragon, our pet, that, I mean, he was with us for most of the series. Oh, I have F7 already, or still up. That's why I was getting a little bit of lag. Much smoother. And yeah, I kind of miss having them, so I think it's time that I get myself a pet. But not just any pet, because, well, I mean, in our ore spawn adventures, I mean, our dragon could fly us around, he could fight for us. I mean, he was pretty helpful. And in here, well, the only dragon that's in here is the dragon in the end, and she's quite the character. She just wants to eat my face off. But we were gonna have to go say hi to her here in the next couple episodes, because we need ender pearls and we need to go to the end. So expect a trip to the end in a few episodes. But, you know, a dog, yeah, will fight for you, but not much health. It's a dog. Cat's the same thing. I mean, they're not that useful. And then I got to thinking, I know what would be useful. Mekanism has a pet that utilizes this charge pad. Like maybe a rabbit, which is Mekanism's version of a robot. But then I got to thinking, you know, when it comes to modded Minecraft, I watch a lot of Minecraft videos, and most of them are from the Minecraft guys and not necessarily modded. But if I want to learn modded, there's a certain YouTuber that I watch a lot, and I think I owe him a little bit for all of the work he's done for the community. So who better else to help us with these builds than Direwolf20 himself? That's right. This is the little rabbit. Hi, I'm Direwolf20. How about that? I do want him to follow us around, and I want him to drop stuff if we decide to drop something, because he has his own inventory. So he's gonna follow us around, and let's say we drop this. You gonna pick that up, bud? There you go. If I right click on him and go to the inventory, sure enough, there it is. Actually, I'm gonna have him hold on to a few things here. Can you do that for me, buddy? Okay. It only shows that he has 1 health. Yeah. But he should follow us around, I think. Right? Are you following us around? Or are you just a chest right now? I don't know. Let's go over here. Interesting. He used to follow me around. Hey, you. Can I actually, like, push him? Because he's an entity? Oh, sure, I can. How about that? I don't know, he seems confused. There, we'll send him home. I think he thinks there's an item there still that he's looking for. But anyways, we are going to start setting up the 3 things that we need here. And I realized I don't have any of my transport pipes or anything. And here I thought I was all ready for what I was doing here. I should probably get the tubes. We've got some pressurized tubes. And I might need some energy conduits, but I don't think I have any more left. Oh, I guess they're cables. Basics. 4 of them. I think I'm gonna craft 10 more. Oh, that's right, they make them in groups of 8, so. Oh, by the way, I was gonna show you guys something quick. I've been working on my auto crafting system a little bit, and I finally got them to encode the advanced solar generators. Holy cow, was that a pain to get going. But the biggest thing I realized after some time, the reason I was having problems, is that anything with hidden metadata, because like you can see there's some metadata after, and there's some hidden stuff too, and the biggest thing is how much energy is stored. When you try and do stuff with the energy stored, you know what, I don't want you, don't pick up drop stuff. Now will you follow me? Or are you like stuck on the beacon? I'm gonna pick them up and set them back down. Okay. You follow me around and you pick up drop stuff. There we go, now he's following. The hidden metadata, the energy storage, that's the problem, and you have to be basically using true items. So basically I had to craft one of the items that are in the recipe. Like let's say, this is the biggest one that I was having trouble with, was crafting these guys, the solar generators. Even though the item number was exactly the same, it was screwing up the stored energy details. So you had to craft one and then put it into the recipe like this, and then it would start crafting right away. I've also set this up a little bit, starting to do this for crush things for my crusher. I haven't done anything for the osmium. I've been putting in upgrades. You guys can see I'm putting in upgrades here. That one's working really good. The smelter's got a whole bunch of upgrades in it to speed it up. Got glass in the patterns, and then this one is also the same. Alright, so let's go over here. He's going to follow me around and make sure that we do things correctly. So the first step of where our items are going to come in now, and I have to make sure I have this correct, is it's going to go into something called the dissolution chamber right here. Interesting. And I have no idea. I know the chemical washer is next. So I'm just gonna like put these things in order and hope that I'm actually getting them in the right place. And you, mister. Oh, I had some stuff in it. Hey, you. I don't want this. Can you go pick that up? Thank you. And then the crystallizer should be next. And from there, it should just go straight into this part of the tiered. At least that's the idea. So this does not have a configuration to it. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so the first thing, yeah, I do have mechanical pipes. This guy needs water, which I can put in the top, perfect. And this guy, I don't, just needs slurry, if I remember correctly. So how this works, and I need to double check, like I said, this gets really complicated, is you're gonna put one of your raw ores, yep, into this guy, the dissolution chamber, along with sulfuric acid, and it's going to turn it into a slurry. The slurry then goes into here, the chemical washer, and the chemical washer uses water to turn it into clean ore slurry, which then goes into the crystallizer here, and the crystallizer turns it into crystals. And you will get 5 crystals for every ore that you put in here. Then those 5 crystals head over here to your injection chamber, which will then turn them into the clumps, or no, shards. Yeah, turned into 5 shards, and then it just continues down the line just like normal. But basically this system up here turns it into 5 or 5x processing, and then everything's the same going down. What we need to set up is the sulfuric acid, which is where all of those other those other things that he has over there should be. Now I think about it, the sulfuric acid probably is going to be water, like a liquid. I'm just thinking that this, I don't know if I want it this close. It might be smarter for us to move everything down one. You wanted that, didn't you? You know what, bud? I don't want this either. You want to go get that? Thank you. I'm already liking him. He doesn't take that much power. And he can charge stuff up. The other things he can do is he's a crafting grid, so you can craft with him. Like I said, he's got the inventory here for storage. How do you have... But I didn't make 2 of those. Somehow he stole them. Okay, that's a little screwy. Okay, so now we set it up that way. Perfect. I'm gonna quick log and see if maybe if I send him home. See, he wants to come in over here by me, doesn't he? Yeah, you can't get through, can you? It still shows in his inventory. Is that a bug? Because if that's the case, those are expensive machines. Hey, you. See, I can shift click in and out, but I can't shift click those in and out. So I think they aren't actually there. So what if I try and actually place it down? Yeah, see? It's not there. Well, let's get rid of the other one too, because you should not be here. There we go. I feel better now. I didn't need him duplicating, and I think he's just going to be stuck there. So let me, now that we got that part, let me set up and plan this out, because it's going to take some planning to get this next part set up here, to make the sulfuric acid. And there's two ways of doing it. The quickest way is actually to use sulfur, which we have quite a bit of here. See? We've got, a lot of sulfur. So I'm going to set it up so that we can utilize that, but at some point we may run out of that sulfur. And so that's what this mob thing is for. And we can turn gunpowder into sulfur with a few machines. So we're going to set that part up too. So let me take a look at all of that. Alright guys, after conferring with my consultant here, we have decided that right here we are going to place the chemical injection chamber. You can see we are full of hydrogen chloride, which is what we need. What we're going to be doing is basically just outputting it straight into this diamond chest. And what this will do, if I can figure it right, I need blue to be on the right and red to be on the left. So blue's on the right, red on the left. Like so. And when we go around on this side, actually I'm not entirely sure where that's going to come out, so we're going to take out some of my wall here. Nothing serious. We're going to have to come to there. I'll have to drop down to here. Oh, my my vacuum hopper is doing work here. Except I don't know if it found it all. No, it did not grab any of it. Interesting. But I'm gonna need unfortunately it is raining and it is not nighttime yet. Do I have any servos left? I do. Need one servo. And how many item ducts do I have? 4. Not many. How many does it take to make an item duct? 1. That should be plenty. Plenty. Oh, I'm sorry, did I leave you behind? Okay, so what we're gonna do... I don't want it to suck everything out of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick that on there, and I have to drop down here. And we need to put the servo in right away. I'm going to keep it on there, and I need some gunpowder. Need 1 piece of gunpowder. Oh, I got 2. What we're going to do is we're going to whitelist it for only gunpowder. And I don't want the stack size way up. Okay. So now we should be okay to switch this over. And I'm not going to activate it yet. I don't think it would be wise to. Hey, you mister. This is how crazy this system is gonna get here. Okay, we got item ducts here, and there's going to be a lot of work of patching this back up once I get done with this. And we'll go up to here. So that should be enough to get us to work, get it to work over there. He's really doing a good job of following. I think I can get this. If we do that, yep, it's pulling gunpowder out. Perfect. It doesn't need to go fast. Now, is this machine running? Once it gets over here, it should start sticking some gunpowder in here. We are going to have to power it. I just haven't got that far yet. Power is right there. We're going to have to go in back. To power it, which is not a big deal. Oh, not there. Just like that. So now he should be running. And we get sulfur dust. Which, oh yeah. Auto eject needs to be on. So now we get sulfur here. Now what I'm curious is if I have to convert it over, or if it'll ore dictionary it. And it could very well. Now I'm gonna cover this up for now, just to smooth things out, especially with him underneath there. Would you like to come out here? Come over by me? Since you're supposed to be following me? Hey, you. He follows pretty good, but when I get him falling into holes and stuff like that, I found it's easier just to send him home and he'll come back to me. So we'll cover that for now. I would like to put one right here, underneath this chest. No, not like that. Like that. Oh, I think he's powering up. Ooh. Now you gotta be careful what you shift click with. Oh, he's full now. You're not following anymore. Did I accidentally turn that off? So we get this part done. So now we have sulfur being made. From there, that sulfur needs to go into the chemical oxidizer. Yeah, you got this. This guy right here. It might be easier as I work this out, because otherwise this video is going to get really long if I explain this all after I get it set up. So why don't I do that, and it'll save us both some trouble. So I'll be back in just a bit. Alright guys, after much trying to figure this out, I finally got things going to a point. So the sulfur is in here, gets pulled from the tube, gets put into this oxidizer, which makes sulfur dioxide. The sulfur dioxide put in here, slowly making its way, and it mixed with oxygen to get sulfur trioxide. That's this pink gas, which I've decided to take across the ceiling because my floor is quickly running out of room. And the oxygen I'm pulling from, if you remember over here, we use it for the, is it the enrichment? No, purifying, from these guys over here. I just decided to pull it across the way. So now we get to the last step. There's so much cleanup I have to do in here. It is ridiculous. And I ran out of pressurized tubes again. That's going to be coming down here. And so I think in here, I want to put this guy right here, the rotary condensator. But basically we need one mechanical pipe right here so that it's got water, and he will need power. So I guess we actually are gonna do those guys. Got a little bit of cabling left. Guess I got power running everywhere. So this should be oh, you're not able to pull water. It might need to be spun around. Oh, okay. Toggle operation. Oh, okay. One way it turns water vapor into water, I guess. And this one, decondensating. We're turning water into water vapor. Alright, so it goes both ways. And then next to it, we're going to place our last item, which is another chemical infuser. That's right, the inputs are like that. In that case, I'm going to pick you up. And I think I'm actually going to cut this line right here. It does not need to be there. Yeah. We're going to put this guy here, which is almost perfect. Pressurized tubes, we're going to put one right here. Water vapor in that side. There we go. Sulfur trioxide in that side. And we are going to get sulfuric acid. Now my question is, does it get, oh, it does get pulled out with that. Okay, so it's a pressurized tube. So we need to go down. And here I was getting so worried that I was getting stuck into places before, until I remembered the fact that I have triple jump. Like I'd go into a too high hole or something like that, too deep, and I get stuck. I'm like, what the heck? But then I remembered, just keep pressing the space bar. And I think this guy actually probably needs to be flipped around. Yep. Okay, so let's try it. Let's grab these 2 blocks of iron. Throw you in there. Let's see what we get. Iron slurry. And you are not getting it because you probably have to be flipped as well. Okay, now you are being processed into clean iron slurry, which means this guy needs to be flipped as well. And I should be getting iron crystals. Perfect. So now I'm going to take that guy off. We're going to check. Let's see here. Right now I am inputting, red is input. I am inputting from the front. And change that. We're going to input from the side. And I think I need to switch this to a pull. And you need to, blue is the, yeah, blue. Eject to there, auto eject on. Bingo. We now have 5x ore processing. We just drop them into here. And actually, I'm curious. Oh, yeah. If I take this chest and if I put it down here, I can't open it. So it's going to have to go either in front. Let's see. That won't connect. If I had to take a guess, I would say it has to go up there. Or maybe I'm gonna put some blocks down here. I really don't like the looks of the machines just floating there. Let's put the chest. Let's just put it on the ground right here. We'll put that guy there. Yeah, you connect right there. That's what I figured was gonna happen. So if I put you into pull mode and I put copper in there. Yep, that's how it works. Okay. So basically this becomes our input chest and the whole system will run on its own. And I don't think, let's see here. If I throw in, really should be grabbing from here. Let's say I throw in 7 iron and then the copper. See, it's gonna wait until it gets all the copper done, I think. Now this I cannot increase the speed apparently. So this is only gonna process at this speed, which is okay. Then it's a matter of how fast does this system run to keep up with this all. And from the looks of it, it's all like the same speed. Yeah, and now it's gonna wait basically until it gets done. And it seems like you can't upgrade this, which is unfortunate. But yeah, guys, that should be 4 times ore processing. This is, or 5 times. So this is the full system from Mekanism, full capability. Hi, buddy. And everything seems to be working pretty well. Got plenty of oxygen in there, which we should. Sulfur trioxide is almost to the top, so that's almost finished out. Water vapor is being held at a constant, which is what I expected until that shuts down what it's doing. You are done because there's no more sulfur left. It's still processing. That reminds me, I wanted to try that. Because we wouldn't have to grab any gunpowder if we can use the sulfur that we have in our system. So I'm just going to grab half a stack of each just to see how it behaves. And we'll finish this episode up. So I'm actually going to pull you out. Do you work? Yes. Do you work? Yes. Beautiful. So that means I can throw this stuff in here. And even though it's different, according to the ore dictionary, it's all the same. So now it's going to pull this stuff in. So we really don't have to worry about using this guy too much, which means everything goes to this system. So yeah. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. If you've ever used microblock before, you'll know, I think I showed you guys how to make these stone covers, but I need a crafting grid. If you take the covers and you put them around the outside like this, you get these hollow stone covers. And the beauty of the hollow stone covers, which I have some here, is that when you have a tube going down into the floor like this, oh, well, that was not supposed to go up there. There we go. You see it leaves the cover, or it leaves it like that one right there. So it just makes for a much neater looking system. So I've got a lot of floor to cover. And one thing I need to do that I have not done yet, shoot, is add in the config option. Because you have to do it in the configs to put chisel blocks to be able to be used by micro, or it turned into forge blocks here. That can be a regular block. So then I can cover these with these specialized blocks. But until then, it's a real simple change, so not a big deal. And maybe if we find that we need more processing ability here with these, the crystallizer and everything like that, we can basically expand it out. Because it looks like, if I go in here, we've got a lot of sulfuric acid here. And it looks like this goes pretty fast, making the slurry, because I think this is what's creating 5 times. So maybe we just got to add in more capability here. Add in a couple more of these machines, which we can, you know, stagger out here a little bit and just feed into them. And just use pipes to feed into them, and then we can expand this out and make the system much better. I'll have to take a look at that. Basically just want to make it quicker. This is actually stuffed because it's got so much stuff in it. But yeah, guys, that is what I've been wanting to get done for so long. I would not have been able to get it done if it wasn't for that digital miner, because that did so much work for me. Getting the resources, because I've been so short on resources. But yeah, guys, next time we are gonna go in search for a stronghold. I think I have enough ender pearls, and we're gonna search for it. We're gonna find it so that we can go for the end. So next episode will probably be an adventure episode looking for the stronghold, and then the following episode should be our end battle with the Ender Dragon, so that we can claim the end for our own. And then we've got a lot of work to do in the end, setting up some sort of an Enderman farm, taking care of things so that we can get a lot of Ender Pearls. And then I've got some cool things to do with this mod, Ender.io. We're gonna have fun with that. But for that, guys, myself and Direwolf20 here. I believe it's F2, is it not? No, that's a screenshot. Hey, you. You wanna follow me? Come here. Me and Direwolf20 here. We are going to be signing off. So, thanks for watching, and as always, take it easy.